Yes, OBS didn't start the moment I switched it on. That's good, isn't it? Picking up where I left off with my investigation with the Shapeshifting Detective, I've been joined by Peter Shipway.
Hello?
The Pete of Ship. How have you been then?
Yeah, alright. Haven't really done much today.
Suppose weather permitting and all that.
Mm.
Not that I'm complaining. I think the rain was a welcome sight after the last few days.
Yeah.
You know, believe it or not, I was actually hoping to get caught in it at lunchtime. I was actually considering singing in the rain.
It sounds fine.
Sounds
good. Working.
That's good. Okay, on to the next chapter then.
Any more news on Oscar Wainwright?
Oh, I better send them the link.
I would.
Just the tarot readers. No one else is remotely suspicious compared to them.
Yeah, that was fun last night. Reading through that script.
Yes, I only wish I could make Seb ever listen to what I have to say about the new movies. I mean, they're just pointless. I mean, they're even pointless for the notion of feminists having a female hero. I mean, Jaina Solo would have done the job much better than Rey. I mean, she actually is a justifiably well-trained Jedi Knight. One of the many characters I would dare say personifies badassness. If that's a word. Is that a word?
Dorota's an only child. She lived with her mum and dad. Monday night was movie night, so they'd go and watch the 8 o'clock at the Odeon. Dorota would get the house to herself. They're devastated, naturally. They left town to stay with relatives. We didn't do it, Sam. Hello.
See if we can get...
Someone say hello.
No. Oh. I better mute my microphone.
Oh, very well.
You were what? Get out of here before I call the police.
Oh, that was nice. Maybe I should have a chat with him as the chief.
Your ability isn't endless. It will run out at some point.
Oh no, don't tell me that.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Chief DuPont, there's been loads of people coming around asking questions. I don't even know half of them.
Hassan?
No? Wait, I get it now. Yeah, someone dropped by. I'm not speaking to them though.
Why not?
You should.
Really? Alright. But I don't think they're taking Dorota's murder seriously enough.
Bronwyn is still prime suspect. Bronwyn is still prime suspect.
I know, I agree. Because she tipped you off? If I manage to get into her room, what am I looking for again?
Anything that ties her to the murder. You're going to break and enter.
No, we talked about this. You said I could help, so I'm helping.
Did Dorota collect coins?
Not that I know of.
This is the victim's
She collected
boyfriend.
thimbles. She said she didn't need any. She had hard calluses on her fingers from all the cello.
Did Dorota have any enemies?
Maybe anyone else going for a
Pete, you
Juilliard
still there?
scholarship? But other than that, not really.
Pete? I think Pete's dead. Oh well, I'll investigate that later. I'm investigating this now.
Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, hanging out. I left at about 5.
Okay, I'm
Playing
back.
football. It was
Welcome
just
back,
5
Pete.
aside. Finished
Did
at
you-
about
did you see the
9:30. I
message?
called her, but she never picked up.
No, I thought you were just dead.
Yeah, there's something going on there. And yeah, I didn't want that. I didn't want that being on the stream.
Oh, someone being murdered?
Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music. Not long, a couple of months maybe. We did care for each other.
Yeah, there's some drama with my brother and some kids he was hanging around with.
Oh. Yeah, I'm just talking to the victim's boyfriend.
No one. She was really popular. What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place he could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet. Yeah, it's big enough for 2 people to have sex in.
Okay,
Not
too
far.
much info. That was probably a bit too much information. Thanks for that.
She had a few kinks, nothing weird. Yeah, a band from the 60s. I'm not discussing this with you.
Oh,
Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She
Oh,
had a
I've just seen
wedding dress
it.
in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke.
Yeah, I've just seen what you're talking about.
yeah. Right. I'm wondering if that wedding dress is some key to this.
She flaunts herself. Her body. Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother?
If they were boudoir, I sincerely doubt it.
Not really, just gossip. Apparently she went to have some portrait photos done and started stripping off. Weston's photographic. Zach Weston. He'll get himself into trouble one of these days. If you keep taking pictures of pretty girls in their underwear, somebody's going to get upset. Zach's the local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking.
Thanks. Really.
At Weston's Photographic? Off the high road? It's late, but he's always there. I have a good memory. I'm still holding grudges from when I was 4.
Really?
Vicar's son! No, as far as I can tell, Oscar is a good boy. But we've all got different faces now, haven't we, Sam? The masks we wear. I could be a satanic cultist behind closed doors, but you'd never know. Would you, Sam?
Oh, for a moment there I thought she knew I was a shapeshifter.
Yes, he came to see me. He wanted to know that she was okay, spiritually speaking. He confided in me quite a bit, actually. He seemed to appreciate having someone to talk to, and he knew I couldn't tell anyone what he said.
I can either delete the question or I can ask it. What do you think? Do you think I can get her to break confidentiality? I'm not sure I can.
Which question?
It should come up in a few seconds. If I don't ask it, I won't be able to ask it again.
Oh, that. So you can. Is it you can tell me or delete?
You can tell me or delete.
You can tell me.
You think I can get her to break confidence?
You can try.
Perhaps I should... If I delete it, I may not be able to ask anyone. Nah.
You should talk to him yourself. He's a lovely lad.
I have talked to him.
Oh, she gets easily confused. Youth of today. No, Sam. No, I'm not lying about that. I was in my room, only Lexi, she never came to see me. She was in her room. I could hear her, though. She was shouting at someone. To protect Lexi. None of this is her fault, and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie.
I probably could have gotten away with breaking it confidentially now you said that.
I was logged into Tarotasm. It's a phone reading service, and I get paid by the minute. Which, now that I'm saying it, it's not something I really should be bragging about.
Huh. Well, Lexi, who were
Hi,
you
Sam. Back
shouting
from already?
at?
I didn't.
You didn't?
How did you find out? Am I in trouble?
A lot.
Ron was worried about me not having an alibi. She was logged in doing phone readings, so she's alright. But there's nothing to prove that I was here. I was, though. Cross my heart and hope to die.
Oh, I was really behind.
Yes. Yeah, I wish there was something I could do about that. Bloody OBS.
No, I think Bronwyn met him, though.
What for?
You'd have to ask her. Or him. It's not my place to say.
No, I do know the reason for that. Confidence.
Sam, what can I do for you? We didn't Lexi used a Ouija board
Oh, it's
to get
Mads
the name.
Mikkelsen again.
Hey?
It's Mads Mikkelsen again.
Mads Mikkelsen? Where'd you get that from?
He looks like it.
You say so. I've met the guy in person. I don't see too big a resemblance.
Well, this guy or Mads Mikkelsen?
Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh, you met
It's
him?
Lexi's thing.
Comic Con.
I don't personally go near them, but in this case, it did help.
I said to him, "You're amazing."
No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time, it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest.
Really?
Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out the rota. Just... This is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead. So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveller who died here.
Time travel and contacting the dead. Why would a dead person know the future?
Yes. Well, not just time travel, time and space travel is also possible.
Oh my god, they've
If we
got a
accept the fact there
TARDIS!
are multiple realities, we must also accept there are others like us who found a way to travel between these realities.
I don't see why we have to accept that. I mean, if it were possible, Tony Stark probably would have figured something out.
We're trying to save people. Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either. The problem with travellers is... Well, let's put a pin in this one, Sam.
I'd prefer not to, personally.
Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it.
I think we can make that happen.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn. You can tell Sam about Birmingham.
Well, what can I tell Sam that you haven't already?
You know Sam likes a fact check.
I don't really know Sam. But if you're sure, then I guess I'm sure.
That's right. I know.
What did you tell the
what's
police
best.
you were doing last night?
I told them the truth. That I was in my room. I'm not sure if they can fact check it, but it's the only alibi I've got. Kind of wish we'd all stuck together now.
When should we do another reading?
You already told us. 8 o'clock. Bron, are you okay?
Well, now I know they're doing another reading. That's something.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
"8 o'clock," he says. Yeah, she's not there.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Didn't expect you to come back. Have you contacted Dorota?
Oh.
Yes. She forgives you. No.
Oh, so you've just come to see me?
I'm sorry the police ignored our prediction.
It's okay. Just, how did you know? How did you come up with a name and then she's gone?
She's not gone. She's waiting to pass. How could someone even get into...
The usual way? The front door. Like, it's a townhouse and she's on the 3rd floor. So, other than teleporting or a big ladder, that's the only way.
Interesting.
Do you get on with Dorota's family?
Not really. Especially not now. I'm convinced I got her into the wrong crowd or something. Am I really a bad influence?
Yes.
Yes. No.
Thanks, Bronwyn. I know it's a bit soon, but maybe we can grab coffee sometime? Just to chat about things.
Yes. No. Yes.
I like you, Bronwyn. How about soon? How about tonight? I can come to the guest house?
Sure.
That could be a little difficult.
No,
Maybe another time then.
you're not really a bad influence.
That's okay. I'm used to the abuse. Hey, maybe we could hang out together after all.
Sure.
That's great. I'll be over soon. Just got a few things to clear up here. Hi. Hey. Hello. Sorry, I'm not used to dating so soon.
I've probably made a mistake.
I'm actually not in the mood anymore. It's okay. We can take it slowly. I'm actually not in the mood anymore.
Oh, I wasn't sure. I was thinking on doing anything, physical.
Get up on the bed. It's so...
Thanks, Bronwyn. I'm still trying to make sense of it all. I noticed I've got some Earl Grey in the hallway. I know it sounds a bit rude, but I'd really like some if you wouldn't mind.
Sure, I'll be right back. Actually, I don't like leaving people alone in my room.
Well, what if I wanted you to leave so that I could make myself more comfortable for you?
Really?
I really don't think I'm ready for this.
Sorry, I don't know what came over.
It's okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go now. I can't do this.
I don't like these controls. Decisions are a bit stupid, I think. I think I'm gonna have to start that again. Everything's just so tricky.
Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device? Want to know how it works? Cool, okay. So Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean, there's planets and stars in space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that. We're so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me? Oh, you're sweet. Where was I? Oh, so here's my point. The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. That's how we got Dorota's name. Because in the spirit world, she was already dead. I know, mind-blowing. Try Traveller? That's a really old role-playing game, isn't it? Oh, did he now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess she must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel?
Supposed to ask me things.
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stick with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
8 o'clock they're doing a reading.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online. Yes. What do you want? The Shaws. Oh. You mean that girl who got killed? What was her name? Dorothy?
You should know, you took pictures of her.
I see a lot of faces in my studio, but I'm not good with names. Wait. Dorota, I remember now. For the August Chronicle, she won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot. No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat.
How are you liking it so far?
If you asked me to drive there without my sat-nav, no.
Of me?
How are you liking this so far?
Yeah, it's good.
No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there. As you can see, there's photos here. Her on the cello. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Ooh, hang on. Do you see what I see? Nothing. She's just a very attractive girl. That's all. What do you mean? I don't think I like what you're implying, Detective. Is that all? Friends? Yes. I know Violet very well. Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. But the frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center.
Really?
I'm sorry my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes, we have sex.
Get to the point.
Here. I'm usually here most nights. Only the roof rats.
Oh, That's a shame. I don't think I'm going to visit him as Violet. Call me old-fashioned, I'm just not.
If you have anything else on Zach Weston, let me know. That's what he says, but no one can back him up. He's on my radar now. I think you're supposed to tell me that. If he was taking photos of Dorota, maybe he fell for her? And the feeling wasn't mutual. Artists have muses, apparently. For sure. And I'm all for a good boudoir picture, but who are they for? There's definitely a strong connection between those two then. Perhaps go and ask him about it? Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. Zach says he's sleeping with Violet, which I doubt. Zach did other photo sessions with Dorota. Boudoir. I wonder what else he's not telling us. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn and Lexi lied about being together last night. You're still following up Birmingham. So he posted. Yeah, he mentioned the word traveller to me, but he's nothing. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, he did mention Dorota.
He mentioned Dorota?
He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. He said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was Dorota Shaw.
Oh.
Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing.
Its thing?
Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3. You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute. I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds. Kind of, yeah. Quantum physics is real, didn't you know? There are many universes. In technical terms, a traveller is a trans-dimensional being far more superior to us, in as much as they can choose which reality to hang out in. We just get this one.
Yeah, sucks to be us, I know.
Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect.
Pete?
Yeah?
Do you think Seb could be another worldly being?
They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours
I might
for
have
that.
to leave.
They make the decision before they
Still
travel,
going
which
on,
is
I
why
don't
we
think
can
it's
catch
gonna-
them.
What
I don't think it's going to end anytime soon.
What time are we on?
It's 7:42.
Right.
I'll carry on watching the stream though.
Look, I don't mind hearing that in the background because I barely can hear it anyway.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah,
Yes,
I'll stay there.
probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
Interesting.
If it does get too loud, I'll just mute my microphone.
Alright. Had a look at the comments.
Okay, I'll check now. No new comments.
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Gotta pay for a job somehow. Lexi's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just give me to 8, okay?
8 o'clock, they're doing the reading.
Do we really have to?
What, you don't want to? Isn't he your lover?
Is that what he calls it? I'm not sure what we have, Sam, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to have it. Being with Zach is no paradise, I can tell you. It's like his reproductive genes rule every decision he makes. I just want someone who will hold the door open for me, bring me tea in bed.
That's all? I never like seeing a child in a hallway. Okay, that seemed weird.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
How did you hear about that? Anyway, it wasn't a date. I was doing a favour for Chief DuPont. Only lasted a few minutes.
No, I'm not going to say that.
What? What?
You'll see. I'll give you a hint. The mouse cursor is now on it.
I'm really behind.
I'm not going to say that.
Are you working with him or not?
That's what she's
But if you don't want to tell you, then I'm not gonna. No? Who's that? Never heard of him.
So he doesn't know. Oh. He appears to have an alibi in things, so I don't see why I should press him for any more. Oh, it's just... Or did she show him the photos?
Who what? Boudoir photos? She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them? Yeah, I'll put them in an album for you. No.
Dude, I'm trying to confirm if they're the ones I saw. Honestly.
Rain. Yes, the tower reader. Delightful fella, but I couldn't offer him anything. He asked if he could do readings for my customers while they waited. Can't have that really, it's retail ambush. He offered, but I declined. There's no such thing as fake detective.
Yes, there is.
If there was, you could stop investigating right now. If you're supposed to find a killer, you will. Why put in the effort?
That's not how it works, imbecile.
Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. Rain met Zach already, touting for work. Zach told Rain Dorota would be alone last night. Zach says he's sleeping with Violet, which I doubt. Zach did other photo sessions with Dorota. Boudoir. I wonder what else he's not telling us. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn and Lexi lied about being together last night. You're still following up Birmingham. Keep me posted. Yeah, you mentioned the word traveller to me, but he's nothing. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Well, there doesn't seem to be anything else. I feel like I'm going to miss something.
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't it what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Sam, I've got news. We've done a reading.
Done a reading, eh? Why do I get the feeling they're going to tell me that I'm going to die?
It's the Five of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands.
Oh, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
1 in 474,552.
That many.
I know. I get asked a lot.
That's me!
Bet it's a Ten of Swords.
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Ellis Munro.
Ah. Ellis Monroe.
I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help, though. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing. Yeah, she sounded blonde on the radio, but Mercury called her as a redhead. No. I can do a reading if you want.
Yes, do that.
Chariot. Is Zach a suspect?
Possibly.
I'm sensing there's a lot of tension, pent-up frustration, like he's trying to keep everything together, and if he can just do that... I'm sorry, that's not much help to you, is it? Yes, of course. Anything. I've already been doing that, but sure, I'll keep at it. Maybe it'll feel sorry for me and finally put out. A little bit. What did you want to know? A rite can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony. Yes, a rite of passage. Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs. Not fair, is it? Three is a powerful number. There's a divine balance to it in our universe, anyway. But maybe it doesn't mean anything where the traveler's from. Maybe 3 is just the carry-on limit for interdimensional travel. Was it a gold coin? I should have known. That's the same as Birmingham. Although they beheaded the victims, they all had gold coins in their mouths. It's their way of marking their territory to prove it's their work.
Interesting.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here.
You probably
I
are.
want to help. Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do.
Okay, what am I being drawn into here now?
Who's that? Is he a suspect? I guess he must be. Okay, I'm on the case. Just give me a minute to get ready and I'll be off.
I guess that should keep him out. That might keep him out of the way for a bit.
I know the name. She's off the radio. Hard to get away from it in this town.
Indeed, I just turned it off.
In Birmingham, it was a man called Yuri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other. We couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity. The Butcher of Birmingham received 3 life sentences and won't be seeing the light of day anytime soon. We know it wasn't him, though. We know it was a traveller.
Excellent work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia.
So
She's only 9, and she's a maths genius.
Hello.
So she's
I have
not
to
the
pop to her
ghost
room
of
to get her
someone's
something.
murdered family.
Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise, I might have to smother you in your sleep.
What's your name? I'm Sophia. Pleased to meet you. Do you want to know a secret?
Sure.
Violet was taken by aliens in their ship. She doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that.
Actually,
Sophia,
that
your mother
explains a
will
lot.
be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you? Of course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio. Yes, I believe I did. She was here once for something. Don't remember now.
I don't think I have to take that to heart, perhaps later.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
Well, thanks. I should suppose I'm grateful.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Haven't been him yet.
Zach, what are you doing here?
I've been a naughty boy. I need to tell my previous partners.
Good to know. I'm not one of them though, so... Unless there's anything else?
Pose for me.
Zach, please stop
They've
asking.
been naughty boys, haven't
It's
they,
not
Mr.
gonna
Fievel?
happen.
Just undo a few buttons.
Oh, we've got a comment.
Oh yeah, who from?
Felix Roberto Pagana official. And it's just loads of question marks.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much on everyone's mind at this point.
Are you bullying me into taking my clothes off for
Hello,
you?
Felix.
That's sleazy. Just leave, Zach, before I call Chief DuPont.
At this point, I don't necessarily know what I'm doing.
You must be Sam.
I don't know if I must be, considering I can be pretty much anyone I want to be.
I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me.
Yes. We were... friends.
Friends?
I hadn't known her for long. Only a few weeks.
Define friends.
We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show. After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house.
Hey?
I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me. I was so shocked. She was so attractive. So I kissed her back.
Uh-huh. That's interesting.
What?
Apparently, Dorota was cheating. Wait, no, you should hear this for yourself, actually.
This is just between us, right?
So I missed that.
We fooled around. I don't have many friends, Sam.
Clearly.
Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy. I'm not going into detail, Sam. We pledged each other. Multiple times. We're co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry. You know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend.
Oh, go on, tell us.
He's on air at the moment, but he'll be finished at 8:30. On air? We both were. We broadcast live hourly news reports. It's how we keep our funding. Not very well. He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show.
Really?
He's fine. He keeps asking me to pose for him. You know, without any clothes on. I always say no. Oscar. Yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind. But she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else. I said some guys like to watch. So tell him it would be sexy if he could look but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked. The killer was in her wardrobe? What? Well, then it had to be Oscar. He's the only one it could be. That doesn't make any sense. Then she was seeing someone else? No. Someone she knew. Knew she'd be alone? A stalker? It was her mom's. She was saving it in case she ever got married. No. Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. My life was playing on a TV screen, and every time I did something, another version of me started playing over the first. In the end, there were so many versions it became a fog. It filled my lungs. I couldn't breathe. And then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam?
Who knows? I mean, last night I had a nightmare about Voldemort.
I don't know what. I mean, I'm anxious now. Maybe it was predicting Dorota's death. Or mine. Just don't hurt me. Or let me get hurt.
Seems reasonable.
Sam? You forgot your phone.
Thanks. I genuinely thought she was about to get murdered right in front of me. Oh, he's not there.
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here. I always get the shot, Sam. One way or another.
He's pretty sure of himself, isn't he?
Sam, do me a favour, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me.
That's interesting.
first rule: always take the shot.
What's that from? Where have I heard that before?
It's from Life is Strange.
Ah.
Ollie played it
Hi,
last year, I think.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Yeah, there's a game you should play on here.
Nah.
I mean, it's not an FMV game.
Claude.
Violet, there's been a UFO sighted on a night that you can't remember.
Shh! Claude, I told you never to speak about this.
I might play it at one point on my channel.
So you think it's real?
I need you to tell Sam what happened. It'll help.
Help what? Me? I'll think about it.
That gives me some ammunition. I don't even know if it's actually meaning anything, but it'll probably get me somewhere. Maybe if I take on the form of the next victim, maybe I'll be killed and she'll be saved. What do you think?
I missed what she said.
Hey? Who said?
Oh, where? You said that gives me some ammunition. Where?
Basically, I've tricked her into possibly giving me information about aliens.
I don't really want to. About a month ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping.
Oh, go on.
Cold tap. Drip. 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 And then it began. I could smell iron, a strong metallic smell. And I could taste it on my tongue. And then weightlessness. Like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me. It's happened 5 times, even on clozapine. Get that strange aura, then I'm gone. I had tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. But all the scans were normal. As far as I know, I've gone. It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others, heads, all prisoners, being experimented on.
Go on.
They rearrange us like decorations, suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken. Cuts, bruises, memories.
We've got a new target. Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read. Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it, it's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Need to think now.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
What a day. Alice Munro, then. Looks like our traveller likes redheads.
I wouldn't be so sure. Looks that way.
Should we be worried about Violet?
Maybe. She thinks she was abducted by a...
Then that possibly means she's already been a traveller target. What else did she say?
Something about being in a row of heads?
So they're killing us for sport. Sounds about right.
Bron, what are we going to do about Ellis?
What would you do about Alice?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Let's think. What have we tried before?
A few times we've caught up with the Traveller and nothing's worked.
Talking to them? Restraining them? Talking to them?
Please don't kill that person. Okay, thanks. Oh no, look, you killed them anyway. You know that doesn't work, Bron.
That's a shame.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Chief DuPont. Thanks for calling in.
I'm just checking you're safe.
At the moment, my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me. Is that safe?
Have I ever let you down? What's...
That you're just saying you're doing things when you're not actually doing anything. What's the plan, Chief DuPont? How do we stop this from happening? How do we stop me from dying?
Good question. Yeah, I didn't think he talked to the chief.
Chief, I wanted to ask you something.
Is it about the boudoir photo?
Am I still a suspect? Okay. Good. Listen, I think I might get out of this place soon. I need some space.
Is it about the boudoir photo?
Yeah. So it's true then?
I haven't seen them. I'm sorry.
I'm just in shock. All the time. How could she be so different? I just can't process it all.
The only person I haven't disguised myself as is Ellis. Thing is, I don't know who to talk to disguised as her. Pete, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
Part of me thinks I'm going to regret what I'm about to do. Oh, okay, that saves things a bit. Oh. It's possible I can't talk to anyone as Ellis right now. That's fine.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Oscar, I'm so sorry. What can I do?
Were you seeing the...
Oscar, it's so much more complicated than that.
Why didn't you save her? Is it...
Oscar, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. That's not who I am. I go out of my way to help people, to be kind to them.
So were you helping or being kind?
I had feelings for her, Oscar. You should understand that. I'm sorry this is how you had to hear it. But maybe she didn't tell you because she was leaving me. I don't know. I'm sorry. I truly am.
I forgive you.
That's so kind of you. Giving me closure. I have so many loose ends. And not much time.
Maybe that'll calm her down a bit.
Oscar, good. You got my message. Got some things to show you.
What have you got?
Does, this mean anything to you?
That's Dorota.
And what if I showed you this?
Ellis Monroe.
Do you know her?
She's from...
And if I do this?
I'd assume that was a stupid look on your face.
No? Anything?
What are you doing?
That'll be all. You can go now.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
What's that from, Pete?
Spooky horror.
Oh.
What is it, Ray?
I have a plan.
You do? Enlighten me.
Maybe Ellis should stay with us.
With our track record. If she gets killed anywhere near us, we'll be sent to jail, whether we did it or not.
That's cold.
Is it a cunning plan?
I actually don't think it was.
I know it seems harsh, but without us, who's saving the rest of the world?
Who's saving it anyway? Hey. I want to save the world, get rid of all the stupid people in power.
Hi, Rain. Did you miss me while I was gone?
So,
I'm honestly not going to try and worry about this one. We've told Sam, and I think that's all we can do.
really?
No, not really. I don't have many options. I'm asking everyone how I can help, so maybe I actually can help this time. I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Lexi Korn, how thin are these walls?
What do you mean the walls are thin?
I can hear you screaming at your Ouija board. Last night too. I feel like I've heard your whole life story.
What did you hear?
Does Sam like me? Is Violet a lesbian? Will Ellis die? Will Bronwyn die? That last one, don't worry about that.
Why not? Why not?
I'm gonna stick around until you're sick of the sight of me, alright?
I'm already sick of the
I'm
sight
not
of
in any
you.
danger. Ellis is in danger. Sam's in danger.
Why is Sam in danger? Is there something you're not telling me, Bronwyn?
Our job is so stressful.
Tell me about it. Chasing around the unknown, trying to triumph good over evil, generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Why do we do it?
For me, it's a common decency thing. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Did you know the Earth was overrun by trans-dimensional evil? Want to help fix it? Sure.
Trans-dimensional evil?
I'll read the manual, Lex. People are afraid of ghosts, zombies, and aliens. They never even think to consider the possibility that there are millions of universes, potentially with millions of predators, all far more evolved than we are. What are our chances of victory? Minuscule. But if we don't fight at all, 0.
Why bother? And in spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you.
They will hate you.
Why bother?
Think about it, hero!
Or we could destroy! Cause the deaths of countless innocents in selfish battle again and again and again until we're both dead.
Is that what you want? Think about it, hero!
We've got a new target. Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone.
You know how much I
You say
sacrificed?
Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read. Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it, it's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
That was pointless. No, it's a secret. Can I get away with it?
She has a wicked imagination for her age. Do you think you're sitting here now? Perception is reality, Sam. I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you. apparently. Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up. No. Not even the moon.
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
You're the detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her?
I thought he looked older.
We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things. Heavens no. I have a wife and 3 children. Beloved spawn of my loins. Monroe and I are good friends, that's all. Only a madman. Or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe. That was her idea. Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about.
I tuned my radio off.
Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctor surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house. I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course. We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger? Tarot. Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by?
Gentleman?
I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer listener questions. We said we'd think about it. You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August?
No.
The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. But that's not what really happened.
That's not what really happened?
It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town, this one. They slaughtered everyone, men, women, and children, all dead and dismembered in their own homes. The bodies were dumped in a mass grave. Well, the body parts. And the pirates moved in. No one knows. It seems at some point it was built over and then forgotten about. It could be under the school, or the church, or right beneath our feet.
That's the part where an undead hand suddenly claws out the ground, right?
On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much. Maybe. I don't know why anyone would be threatened by me, though. I'm not interested in stealing anyone's man.
I didn't suggest anything about you stealing anyone.
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realise I was under house arrest.
There's been a murder. I think you can assume that we don't want you to go.
Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect.
Strangely enough, you're the only suspect who doesn't have a plausible alibi. Or one that can be corroborated anyway.
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions, it's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
Well, luckily for him, he's got his alibi is airtight.
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news. Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy. But he does have a criminal record.
Oh. What did he do?
He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts. About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Door's behind you.
Oh yeah, you're right, it is.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Ho.
Oh, it's you. I was hoping it might be Zach.
You don't sound so pleased to see me.
No. Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though. Are you mocking me, Sam? No, I have never met the man. No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up. Yes. If he ever shows up. Ah, yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place. Not really. I expected her to be blonde for some reason.
Oh, what you doing with those scissors?
Come on.
What is she doing with those scissors?
Sorry, Sam, what made you feel? Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try for Lexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far.
In spite of everything you've done
What if
for
we
them,
can't make a change?
eventually they will hate you. Why bother?
Maybe if we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to. Not really. But it wants to know why you're hesitating.
Because it's right. Here's the
Mercury
real
thinks you are. I can see its point. Alice is in danger and you're still here asking questions. Protecting her? I'm not saying lock her in a vault and surround her by guards, but anything would be justifiable at this point. I'd at least have eyes on her, and don't trust the police to do it. They have a poor track record. It rings a bell, but no. Sorry, Sam.
Now that's someone I get mistaken for all the time. It's not me. Chief Dupont has made a mistake. I don't know what you're talking about, Detective. It's a lovely place. It has the third most high-rise buildings of any city in the world.
You're lying!
Honestly. You don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them. Continuously trying to stop them ruining lives. Yes, but it kills the vessel too. So, you could have a traveller inside you right now, and if I killed you, you'd both be dead. I'm not sure.
Now that's interesting.
I found out he's a creep. He basically put the moves on me as soon as I walked through the door. You knew? Heads up would have been nice. Anyway, I did find out one thing that's pretty damning. He has a massive collection of books about serial killers. What's that about? A who, what, which of's what?
No surprise you don't know.
No. Should I? He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help.
Okay.
Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you. This is just a general reading. You don't need a question. Okay. Oh, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently?
I think I know where this is going.
The Lovers. I did not expect that.
Somehow I did.
It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing. If you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel. Wow, what an interesting reading. Does it mean anything to you?
Yes, I'm going to tell my high school sweetheart what I really felt about her all this time.
You catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. What can we do to help Ellis?
Haven't we done enough? Not many people get to know when they're going to die, let alone get the chance to avoid it.
I think it's him.
We've given Ellis a huge advantage.
So what should we do?
I'm pretty much just going to pray in my room until it's all over. Like I always do.
Me and Lexi should join you.
No, I need to focus. Don't worry about me, I'll be fine. You and Lexi should stick together.
I think it's him. He doesn't seem to want to do anything about it.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
So, aliens. Violet. What are we thinking, Lex?
Violet and aliens?
Hasn't Bron told you? Violet said she was abducted by aliens. But not your usual stick me on a slab, call me grey type aliens. Aliens that decorate.
Decorating aliens? A trap?
Exactly. I think it was using Violet for room planning. Apparently it wants a set of heads on the wall. Red heads, to be more specific.
If it's a traveller, why is it strangling people?
Well, it's a right, obviously. But the alien Violet's talking about probably isn't the same traveller. Perhaps this is something new we haven't discovered yet. Using humans as decor.
Ray, why do you pray for them?
Because the traveller is so powerful. It inhabits you, and you remember nothing. It goes on a killing spree, or worse, and you're held accountable. I pray for the victims, and for forgiveness, and for the unlucky person that becomes its vessel.
Have you been a vessel?
You wouldn't know, would you?
Lex, I don't know what I was doing the night Dorota died.
Really?
I don't know. I don't remember. I was in my room, I was praying, but then I woke up and my hands hurt. My hands hurt. Don't you tell Bronwyn. She's got enough going on. Don't tell anyone.
Thank you. That's an interesting bit of information.
Hello, I'm Rain.
That's very interesting.
It's getting closer, isn't it?
What's getting closer?
The event. Whatever's going to happen to Ellis. I can feel it.
Do you think this John Pope is involved?
I doubt it. As far as I know, they're live on air a lot of the time, and I'm not sure he could have nipped out, murdered Dorota, and made it back for the news at 10.
So it could be him then?
It could be anyone. It could be you, Ray.
I wouldn't tell him that in person.
How's the Ouija?
Full of annoying voices that aren't helping me. I've only just got back from the photographer's place, so I haven't had a chance to go at it yet.
Say anything about me?
I didn't ask it about you. Do you think I should?
Yes.
Alrighty, stay there, and I'll think of a question. Okay, let's see. Oh dear. I asked it if you were still the same Rain I knew and loved.
It's a good job I don't believe in this sort of thing.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Did you get a call from my doctor?
Your doctor did call.
Did you tell her I was being compliant?
I said you were taking the pills.
Thank you, Claude. I won't forget that.
You said you saw other heads when you were taken.
Yes. Other girls, younger than me. Nobody I recognised. They all had red hair.
Do you think this place is nearby?
Maybe. If there's some kind of film studio or something. The place didn't look like this place. My memories are vivid and clouded at the same time.
Chief DuPont. Grave news, indeed.
Will Ellis be safe with you here?
No. She wants me to keep broadcasting, which means I'll be booth-bound for most of the night. She'd be safer at home, with someone protecting her.
Can't I get someone else to handle the radio?
And murder Poe and Monroe? No, Chief DuPont. Alice couldn't take that. Not tonight. We did think of asking you to do a guest evening at some point, though, if you're interested.
No, I don't want to dilute my brand.
I see. And that brand would be having an enormous ego that thinks they're too big to guest on our radio station. Understood. We won't ask again. Anyway, the radio calls me. If that's all.
How long have we been streaming for, Pete?
I'll check. 101 minutes. So about an hour and a half.
It's getting late, so I think perhaps I'll call it a stream.
Okay.
Alright. See what happens next time. I'm Jack Yardley. I've been joined with Peter Shipley.
Yep.
Wish you all a good evening.
Bye.
Oh, and no one try and get murdered. I don't know if that's funny or not. Oh well. Have a good evening, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.